20 years ago, there was no consultation. I guess the consultation was a big part, and we didn't have enough funds to be part of those, to take part in any economic development or meetings.
Well, the trust was set up back in about 15 years ago.
When we did get our trust, it was the corporate people that made decisions for us. We just can't go in the bank and withdraw.
Our first client was Doig River First Nation, and they came to us because their existing trust wasn't working properly. So we helped them redo their trust, essentially. And what we did, though, was we made sure that in developing the trust, it was going to be a trust that worked with them.
Deloitte helped us develop, they didn't develop it for us, they helped us put it together. That was very challenging also because we didn't know how to be part of that. It was new to us.
So we customized a trust agreement just for them. And what happened was about 5 years after that, because we weren't really trying to get into the trust business per se, we started having other First Nations coming to us because Doig's trust seemed to be working so well and they were so proud of it.
As time went along, today we have a nation trust. We have a lot of opportunities that we will look at, and the future looks brighter.
Well, one thing unique about our trust is that it encompasses 10 communities. And trying to get 10 communities to work together cohesively and all harmoniously is a task in itself.
The people who represent Deloitte coming in, they have a really different approach and are able to listen. They spend the time to really listen to what the individual representatives are talking about and their fears, because it's a fearful road you're starting to go down. And you need to have that support. And in our communities, the traditional teaching is that you come to a place of holding each other up. So I really see that. The people from Deloitte come in, the community is asking them to do something through their leadership. So it's a way of meeting together.
Getting everybody to work together can be a bit of a challenge, but the trustees are doing a good job. Deloitte is helping us do that good job with the whole communication piece and getting the information to the appropriate people and having them all learn how it all works.
I'd say the main role of Deloitte as a trust administrator is to make sure that the trust agreement is respected. So that means working with the trustees, because the trustees are the ones making the decisions, making sure they have sufficient information to take that decision. So they have the right knowledge base, and they have the right amount of information to make that decision. Over time, we see that capacity being built in the trustees, which means that they also take over some of the responsibilities that initially we had. So over a period of time, if a community wants to assume all of those responsibilities and has built that capacity, they effectively can remove the role of trust administrator from the operation of the trust.
You're working with the community and you're struggling with a problem and you're doing the best you can. They're doing the best that they can, and together you kind of wrestle it to the ground and you laugh about it, and then somebody turns to you and says, thank you so much for that. And so within Deloitte we're seeing that grow because more people are starting to feel the same way and feel the benefits.
It takes a certain type of personality as well as an expertise to be able to relate to First Nations, to be able to understand why we do things a little bit differently. And it really is crucial to the success, not just of the community, but of the reputation of a Deloitte to be able to say, we are a trusted advisor. It's really about understanding the need for a trusted advisor in a First Nation community. It's more than just having your degree or your training in business admin or real estate development. It's about a personality and a corporate culture that really meets what First Nations are looking for and how that supports their vision going forward.
One of the things that I love about Deloitte is the perspective of the people that work here. Yes, we have all the professional qualifications, but the difference is that we have a deeper understanding of a community, and if we don't have it, we won't come with any preconceived notions. We work with the community first to find out what their needs are.
The group at Deloitte has just been absolutely amazing. They're so committed to making sure that we are doing the work, they're not doing it. we are doing it. They're helping us learn how to do it. And I think it's been really good for the communities and for everybody that gets involved. It's been a really good relationship.
I think there is a corporate culture in Deloitte that says we need to do this because it's the right thing to do, not just for the community, but for our province and our country. It brings us to that place that I think my grandfather had a vision of over 50 years ago when he was interviewed, and he said, "Welcome to our land and let's work together to make this a better place for everyone." That's what we want to see happen. And I think the way Deloitte is approaching it, I think that's what our goal is for sure, and I think we'll be able to accomplish that.
I look back on it too and I say, well, we went a long way, but we still can go longer.
I think we've really just started in figuring out that we actually can have a really significant impact by working the way that we're working with our clients and creating solutions jointly.
Where we put our cultural, our tradition, we build it inside the trust. And from that, we look at the future, the generation that's modern. When you get into this modern age, you begin to look at how it will affect your children in the future.
And if we can do this truly nationally across Canada, the difference that we can actually make to make Canada a better place and to solve a lot of very serious challenges that Canada has had with its relationship with First Nations, Deloitte can actually be there, truly making that difference in Canada.